Shrewsbury prison. The weather was rubbish this morning, so I haven't done any live streams really. This is the first one. So we're just stood in the execution room at Shrewsbury prison, where they had 7 executions take place in here. The last one was in 1961. Someone called George Riley who murdered his neighbour. In fact, I'll turn the camera around so you can see inside the execution room, and also we'll take a walk on the sea wing, which I've already walked along, but I'll do it so you guys can see it. So please take a look at this room now, and I'm going to play the soundboard again so you can hear the information about this room that we're stood in. So that's George Riley, the one who was the last execution that took place here in 1961 for the murder of his neighbour. He was only 21 years old. And then if you look just to the right, you'll see the hangman's noose there, and then obviously below is where the body would be taken down, and basically it was the morgue. So if you look below, you can see a mock-up of the body. This is the execution room that we're stood in at the moment. The morgue is where we're stood at the moment. Quite graphic information really what happened. So if you're not into that kind of thing, don't look, but that's what took place here. This is the condemned man's cell. This is where the person that's going to be executed would spend their last 10 days. And then through that secret door would be led into the execution room. The person that's in there wouldn't know that they were in the execution room, because this window would be shut so they wouldn't see. And then you go out that door and face death basically. You've got a Bible in there, look, and some dominoes and things. So that was their final cell before they died. Hello to you now, dear. So we're just at Shrewsbury prison in the execution room. So the weather wasn't brilliant this morning, to be honest. So my poncho apparently has got a hole in it, so I can't really wear it. I went up to the castle grounds and it absolutely threw it down the drain. Yeah, we're in the execution room, that's why. So all these people have been killed for crimes that they committed. I'm going to play the soundboard in a minute so you'll be able to hear the information of the room that we're actually stood in. So that costs me £5 to subscribe to the channel. So if you visit Shrewsbury, come and visit the prison, because it's very interesting, and we haven't even scratched the surface yet. We've been in one wing, I have so far, but I'm going to take you guys in there in a minute and even show you a haunted cell. So stay tuned on the live stream, so please subscribe at Coulsworth25. We've got a good 3 hours here yet, because if you look at the clock, it's 2:05. So we've got till 5 o'clock, so I've got ample time to have a cup of tea and explore the entire prison. So I'm going to play this soundboard now and just listen to the information.
The execution room at Shrewsbury is actually the third execution room to be used at Shrewsbury prison. From 1721 to 1868, executions were carried out in public view. At Shrewsbury prison, these took place from the roof of the original gate lodge, which you walked through when you entered the prison. A small gallery was erected on the roof, and members of the public could watch from what is now the car park and the train station as the executions were carried out. From 1868, public executions were stopped in Great Britain, and all executions took place behind closed doors. At Shrewsbury prison, there was a hanging shed in the rear of the site above the original throne. This was used until 1902, when it was replaced by the execution room. From 1902 to 1961, 7 executions took place in this very room. All of the men executed were convicted and sentenced for the crime of murder. The last execution in Shrewsbury prison was in 1961, when 21-year-old George Riley was hanged. The most famous execution executed into Shrewsbury prison was Albert Pierpoint. Albert was known and revolutionised executions to make them more humane. His fastest execution on record was 7 seconds, and that man from his cell and through the drop. In this room, you can see a mock-up of the condemned man's cell. The window between the rooms is not an original feature, and there would actually be a secret door joining the two rooms. The condemned man never knew that this room was right next to the execution room. On the morning of the execution, the officers would move a bookshelf and reveal a secret door which led into the execution room. The condemned man would spend 10 minutes leading up to the execution date. There would be 2 prison officers in the room with the prisoner at all times. We would typically find a chessboard or a pack of cards in the cell with writing materials.
Yeah, so there you go. So I'll show you the secret door that he mentioned on that video, on that audio. It's basically here, behind this. This is the executioner's bedroom. Yes, I believe it was the original scaffold, yeah. I'm not sure. But this is the executioner's bedroom. This is where he would stay before he goes and carries out the execution. So if you go back through this door, this takes you into C wing, and then there's also the haunted cell.
C wing up here is photographs room. So if you go in there, it makes the target.
We've got the shower room, where the inmates went for their showers. Activity booklet there. Might take that because nobody else will be taking it. I've also got a map as well. So you've got all the individual cells. It's generally flat, but there are some steps on this wing and well, which is A wing. We're on C wing at the moment. I'll take you up to the end of this corridor. It's where the haunted cell is, which is this one. Apparently this is the most haunted cell. C203. And if you read this information, it'll tell you why. A haunted cell in the entire prison. Many officers would refuse to work on this wing and reported they saw a grey lady emerge from this cell, making her way across the landing and towards the execution room at the bottom of the corridor. So you can imagine her coming out of there, floating down there. It's been reported numerous times, and to this day we do not know who she is or why she is here. Could she be a prisoner or an officer? Interesting. Are you brave enough to step inside? Well, I did earlier, so it's not that bad. Shall we go in? So this is supposed to be the most haunted cell in the prison. So if you do a ghost tour at the prison, apparently, you can learn about this haunted cell. We'll go along the bottom now. As you can see, there's some more cells on the ground floor as well. And I think that door takes you to an underground section, which you do on a ghost tour. So you can't do it on the normal tour. But this is the C wing at Shrewsbury prison. It's been left like this since 2013 when the prison closed. You're definitely not brave enough. Well, you'll have to come and visit, won't you? Take it this is the officers' quarters. Looks like it to me. Yeah, it's not used anyway. So there's just cells all the way along here. And you've got the exercise yard just next to the door. See that door there? There's actually the Georgian prison below, through this door. So through this door is the Georgian prison. The last one in the UK, apparently. You can explore the Georgian prison on a tunnel tour. So that's down here through this door. Still lie beneath the current prison. Wow. Amazing. No problem, Nadia, take care. We're going to go into the exercise yard in a sec. Go for a drink. 'Cause exercise yard now of the prison. Some stocks. Reminds me of Porridge, you know, the Ronnie Barker series. You can just imagine that music, can't you? This is the exercise yard. So you can imagine the Porridge series playing from Ron Barker. This is the little restaurant in here, the cafe. I'm going to nip in actually and have a drink, because this is actually now A wing in here, which is the main body of the prison. And there's another exercise yard the other side. And there's about 3 levels of cells you can look at in here. So we're going to go into A wing and also the cafe and have a cup of tea. I need a drink, to be honest, and a warm. So that's the other yard through there, which has got a railway track in it. You just see it through the window. We'll have a look out there in a bit, because this is the main prison in here. This is the restaurant up here now. So it's some history of the prison here, look, of when it started. 1793 is when they did the first execution. (1961), 2005, 2013 it was closed, 2013 it closed. Ooh, a bit eerie. It's a tourist attraction. BBC programme Time is filmed at the prison. That's on the Sean Bean. We're going to go in here and have something to drink. So please subscribe at Course 25, and I will see you guys in the next stream, which will be in the main wings of the prison.